Is that a question? You're asking me a question to answer?
Definite question.
State that again. I apologize.
If you're being asked, as we've just gone through with this text message from Ms. Merchant,
yes,
as the attorney for a co-defendant,
yes,
and she's asking you about the relationship, and she's clearly asking you about the timing, why wouldn't you just have said in response, I don't know when it started?
I don't know why I didn't say I don't know.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
I
See what I'm saying?
I thought.
No, so, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now, you know that, don't you?
Let's rock on the mic. What's up, everybody? And you are listening to the best of the Media Mike Radio Show. I am your host, the Media Mike Speaks, sponsored by New Justice Media, where we are the voice of the everyday citizen. The time is now 35 minutes past the hour here in the Lone Star State. So let's get to it before it's too late. Ladies and gentlemen, all right. What is going on with this case and the star witness, Mr. Terrance Bradley? It seems Mr. Bradley is folding under questioning because he knows he's done effed up. It seems Mr. Bradley struggled to answer questions with a straight answer. He was asked very simple questions that only required a yes or no answer, and he seemed to just sit there and just hesitate, and it was like he was searching for what to say. For those of you who are just tuning in, we are talking about the star witness, the Terrance Bradley testimony. He took the stand today. He was supposed to be the star witness, and he wound up being the star clown. There was nothing really credible about his testimony, and I do believe he perjured himself. You see, what started out with all the evidence that he gave, and then he retracted it. And what you may or may not know is that he went out and got two attorneys. Why would he go out and get two attorneys? Now, here's the thing. It is out there that someone made a phone call. Someone made a phone call and a phone call and a phone call to him. Then he ran out and got two attorneys. And what's interesting about this is that he's talking about now he has amnesia. Well, I'm just not talking about it, but it appears he has amnesia. Things that make you go, Here's the thing. Do you think he was threatened? Hey, it's Atlanta. That's how to get down. Because if I was the attorney, that's what I would think. Has anyone threatened you, Mr. Bradley? I would have asked that question. I would have. Now, Bradley was Mr. Wade's law partner and served as his divorce attorney starting in 2021. Revelations from the divorce case last month raised questions about the timeline of Willis and Wade's relationship, which is central to claims that Willis sought personal benefits by hiring Wade. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter. And we're going to get to that. I'm going to tell you why. Let me tell you why. It doesn't matter. Because here's the affidavit. Willis and Wade claimed they did not have a personal romantic relationship before Willis appointed Wade as a special prosecutor. You see, it doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you why. But Terrance Bradley, the star witness, was brought in to refute that claim. Bradley is an attorney and a member of the Georgia bar since 2007. That's when he, became a practicing attorney. Bradley and Wade were friends and business associates. Bradley has non-privileged personal knowledge that the romantic relationship between Wade and Willis began prior to Willis being sworn in as the district attorney for Fulton County, Georgia in January 2021. Doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you why. Thus, Bradley can confirm that Willis contracted with Wade after Wade and Willis began a romantic relationship, thus rebutting Wade's claim to his affidavit that they did not start dating until 2022. rebuting the testimony, either one. So, this doesn't matter. Now, let me say, it does in the case of perjury, is what they're trying to do. I can say that. It does matter in the case of perjury, but it doesn't matter when the relationship started because they've already effed up. Now, the attorney Merchant, the young lady, had multiple text messages from Bradley stating that the couple began dating in 2019, which doesn't matter. But when she began questioning him, suddenly Bradley said, I don't know a thing, including when they actually began dating, how the relationship began, and the trips they took together. When asked again, he initially said, Willis and Wade began dating in 2019. Bradley said he was just speculating. He said, look, hey, he said he actually only had one conversation with Mr. Wade about the relationship. And Bradley couldn't remember when that discussion had taken place. He said, I don't recall. I can't recall. He repeated that he was only speculating so many times that many people on social media began to point out that Bradley seemed more like an office gossip than a credible witness. No, I don't believe that. Now, Bradley also continually said he couldn't remember telling Merchant certain details. Merchant kept asking him to confirm, that's the attorney, things he had previously told her. But Bradley only answered, I don't recall. It got to the point that presiding Judge Scott said, look, let's move on. But the attorney said, do you remember telling me that it didn't surprise you that Willis and Wade took many trips together because they also took trips together to Florida and Texas? Mr. Bradley says, I don't recall that. See, Mr. Bradley, sir, okay, what do you recall? If you didn't know, you should have said, I don't know. You should have said it, I don't know. You are an attorney, sir, so you should know better. It's yes or no, or you don't know. But anyway, look, ladies and gentlemen, none of this matters. Let me tell you why. When you are an attorney, or is in this case, the district attorney, Fulton County of Atlanta, Georgia, and you enter into a relationship with an attorney that you hired to prosecute a case, you are obligated by ethical standards under the Bar Association to report that you are involved. They need to know that just in case the case is not compromised. They want to be sure the case is not compromised. You are under obligation to report your relationship. See, Fani tried to argue that there are other people who've tried cases that were married. Yeah, but they knew they were married. That was already disclosed in the beginning. You've at first denied your relationship and then turned around and admitted it. You tried to pretend it never existed and then turned around and admitted it. It doesn't matter when it started. The bottom line is, when it did start, you were under obligation to bring it forth, so as though to be sure there's not a conflict of interest and the case is not compromised. See, that's why I said it didn't matter. Now, it does matter on the defense team because they're trying to, the ones who are trying to defend Trump, because they're trying to catch them up on perjury, which is a very serious charge, and they are officers of the court. That's more damning. But in this case, I'm looking at the fact that them failure to disclose their relationship is damning enough to me. You see, I worked in law enforcement. That enough alone is damning enough. I don't know what the judge is going to do, but it's bad. Now, what's at stake? If Trump and his co-defendants succeed in disqualifying Willis, people say that the district attorney's office fears it could derail the entire case, and the case still has no trial date, which is true. This is all bad. You see, you don't, as an officer of the court, you don't turn around and deny, then turn around and give in. See, you should have come clean from the beginning. You should have come clean from the beginning. But I'm just wondering, was Mr. Bradley really threatened? You see, because he changed his testimony. Somebody made a phone call, and he ran out and got two attorneys. He's there looking and doubling down and messing up. He said, I didn't want to be. They asked him, did you want to be here? And no. Because see, it all came out. And this is not good. It's not good for Fani. This is not good at all. So anyway, just wanted to jump on here and let y'all see this. Fani, I hoped that she would be a good DA for Georgia, but she turned out to be just like a lot of other people. She turned out to be just like her predecessor, who she said that's why she took office, because he said he was messing around with the people in office. And look at you, you're doing the same thing. That's still damning. You will not be reelected. I don't think she will. She likes to be the captain of her own ship, which is okay. I don't quarrel with that. That's fine, because after all, no ship should go down without her captain. Until next time, this is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker. Subscribe, share, and like to keep me rocking on the mic. Have a good night.
Understand you soon, it won't be long. Keep on, keep running.